It's Not Easy Being Number 3 by Dernavich. Do you know number 3? I mean, do you really know 3? You might think you do. After all, numbers are everywhere. But sometimes numbers get bored and want to do something else. And they really wish they could just quit being a number for a while. That was exactly what number 3 did one day. I don't know, but I don't want to be a number 3 anymore. But what was a number supposed to do once it stopped being a number? There were so many possibilities, so many things to try. And number 3 wanted to try them all. Could he be the toes of an elephant, the mouth of a cat, the humps of a camel, the wings of a seagull? Number 3 liked people even more than he liked animals, so he tried being the rim of some glasses, the legs on a pair of shorts, and an earbud. He also tried being a shoelace, the hem of a dress, and even a hairband. But none of those options felt satisfying. Number 3 soon found himself sitting in the laundry basket, feeling unappreciated. Maybe he could do something helpful, like work in a school. There were so many useful things he could do in a classroom. But he didn't enjoy the nights and weekends when kids weren't around. There was nobody for him to help, and that left 3 feeling lonely. Wasn't there something more active that number 3 could do? Like being a rake in a big backyard, a ship's anchor plunging into the ocean, a spatula in a busy restaurant, the steering wheel of a plane. These things were certainly exciting, but they left number 3 a little banged up. That was when number 3 decided to be a sculptor. Everyone would see him, and he wouldn't get hurt. Now, this was fun. He had a shiny coat of bronze and a pedestal to sit on. People said he was a work of art. Number 3 was making people happy, so he felt happy. The other numbers heard about number 3's new job and came to say hello. We're a mess without you, number 3. Number 9 got hurt trying to replace you, and number 2 is trying to replace number 9 and you. We miss you. Please come back. But number 3 wasn't interested in returning to the world of numbers. Everybody appreciates me. I've never felt so important. Sorry, numbers. You'll have to get along without me. And so, number 3 continued to be a sculptor. But as the days and weeks went on, he felt less and less special. Eventually, his shiny bronze coat got dull and dirty. Very dirty. When winter came, people stopped gathering in front of number 3 and taking pictures. He didn't feel so important anymore, and he became more unhappy with each passing day. Pretty soon, nobody noticed that number 3 was there at all. What could he do that would make him feel useful again? When the snow started to melt, number 3 saw a glimmer of hope in a new sign. The state fair would be coming this spring. Number 3 loved the fair. He knew he had to go. As soon as it was time, number 3 gladly hopped off his lonely pedestal. He rushed to find a disguise so that nobody would notice him. And then he went off to enjoy the fair. But when number 3 got there, he was shocked by what he saw. There was no fair this year. Did you hear the news? Number 3 is missing, so we can't open. There's no three-legged race, no triple scoop ice cream cones, no three throws for $1, no 3 times around the Ferris wheel. We can't even have music. A 1 and a 2 and a... What's worse, the other numbers couldn't take 3's place, so they all had to quit. There were no games or prizes. There's no way to even tell the time or the temperature. Without the numbers, there's no fun. It didn't take number 3 long to realize that this was the opportunity he was looking for. He was going to be useful again, just by being himself. And this made him feel like celebrating. Welcome back! Woohoo! I'm sorry I left numbers. You were right. There are plenty of sculptures and shoelaces and steering wheels, but there's only one number 3. We couldn't agree more. Now, let's get back to doing what we do best.